All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this word and sincerity of truth on the four corners of the earth. All right, I'm just back with another quick lesson. All right, I'm entitled this one, A Bastard Shall Dwell in Ashdod. All right, now, ancient Ashdod, okay, is what you know as Tel Aviv today. All right, where all you Israelis, pardon me, where all you Israelis dwell. All right, but it seems to be that, once again, this is RT News. I just ran into this article. It says, God's rumbling. Israeli lawmaker links quake with plans for Western Wall mixed gender prayer area. Okay, now all of y'all, now I ain't gonna say all of y'all, but the majority of these people that's calling themselves Israelis and over there in that land, you're not the Jews anyway. So your worship is in vain. All right, but you know, this article jumped out at me because the dude actually says it's a divine warning from who these people know as God, who is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, for them not to do mixed gender prayer. Okay, but I'm gonna just get into this article. An ultra-Orthodox MP has said the less strict adherents of Judaism are not Jews, and claimed a recent earthquake in Israel was a divine warning not to establish a mixed gender prayer area at the Western Wall. All right, now that earthquake, all right, it's not because y'all, I mean, you know, mixing genders or whatever. It's just because y'all not the Jews. You're not the Israelites. Okay, when you go into the scriptures, okay, which these people, these Edomites, you so-called white people, you are Edomites. Okay, when you go into the scriptures, you don't see the word Israeli. What is that? What is the word Israeli in the scriptures? That's not a word, man. What is a Jewish? The word Jewish is not, it ain't in the Bible. The Bible doesn't speak of the nation of the Jewish. It speaks of the nation of Israel. All right, Yasha Allah in the Paleo Hebrew. So you people are worshiping the Most High in vain anyway, because he's not dealing with you, man. Just like the scriptures say, ye know not what you worship, but we know what we worship, man. Y'all just out there praying for no reason. Y'all don't have no God. If you're not a Negro, Latino, Native, or Seminole Indian, you don't have a God. There is no quote unquote higher power or divine being that's looking out for your well-being. Most High don't give a fuck about y'all. Excuse my language. But who you call God not dealing with y'all, man. Y'all don't fit none of the prophecies. All you people over there, not all of you, okay, because you do have confusing the faces, which is just a whole nother lesson, okay? But the majority of you, all right, who are not of the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you don't have a God. Y'all in our land for no reason. Once again, if you're not a Negro, Latino, Native, or Seminole Indian, you don't have a God. You just praying to an idol. All right. It says during a heated debate at the Neset on Wednesday, Yenan Azola from a ultra-Orthodox party, Shas, alluded to higher powers to support his position. Today we heard there was some sort of earthquake. Perhaps we should consider that this earthquake was because someone is trying to get at what is holy to us. All right. And everything that's holy to y'all is an idol. All right. Look at these dudes, man. Sitting here on a wall, man. Where's this in the scriptures, man? Sitting there on a wall, you praying with your head covered. Y'all are not the Israelites, man. You know, it's not a funny matter, man. But y'all are not the Israelites, man. You don't have a God, man. And you don't have the right to that land. You damn Ishmaelites and you Edomites that's over there fighting. You Arabs and you so-called white people. Y'all fighting over a land that's not even yours. And you're not going to inherit it. I mean, you're in it, but you're not going to inherit the land when it's at its full sufficiency in the kingdom of heaven, which will be on earth. You're going to be in the land, but you're going to be a slave. All right. It says, wicked decision, liberal Jews slam Israel for freezing mixed gender Western Wall prayer space plan. All right. But even if y'all wasn't doing this gender mixing prayer or whatever, it don't matter. Actually think the Lord dealing with y'all, man. All right. He was referring to a series of minor tremors in the Haifa area On Wednesday, the Times of Israel reported, the issue on the line is a thorny one, as often happens with religious views. Ultra-Orthodox Jews have strict views on who should be allowed to pray at the Western Wall, which the scriptures don't talk about no damn Western Wall. That's idolatry. All right, the holiest site of Judaism. That's idolatry. What the fuck does that wall have to do with anything? King Solomon built an immaculate, what you would call house for the Lord, man. And what did the Most High say to him? The heavens of heavens can't hold me. And that place was immaculate, man. He was getting the finest wood, gold, everything. And the Most High still told him, basically that's a good gesture, but he even went so far to tell him, everything you built this house with, I created it. So how much more some dirty ass wall? Look at this shit. No Salaki, excuse my language, but look at this, man. That's holy to them. Man, y'all, come on, man. Where I leave off? Views which exclude women. All right, which is true. All right, got to give them that. All right, because the Lord's tabernacle is with men, Israelite men. You Negroes, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian. All right, men. All right, that's why the scripture refers to us as the precious sons of Zion, man. So I give them that. They right about that. Women don't have no place in no church. Scripture say it's a shame for them to even talk in the church. So y'all right about that. The position is objected to by many others in Israel. For example, members of the Women's of the Wall organization who insist they should be allowed to worship the Most High just like men do. Now, this is how you know this is some crazy shit, man. All right. Now this is and it's spiritual because it say Women of the Wall organization. All right, that's just the ideology of the Western part of the world, because women all across the globe think they are equal to men now. Okay, and that's by the Edomites. That's why them women are over there. Women of the Wall organization. Where in the scriptures was women? Women are wicked. Okay, we know that, but fighting with men. Where did Yahushua have some woman with him saying, who you people call Jesus, Yahushua, saying, well, I should be able to do some miracles too. Why can't I talk? Why can't I do this? Why can't I prophesy? This whole society is bugged out, man. They have an organization of quote unquote Jewish women. The Israelite women, Israeli women have an organization who are fighting for equality within the let's say the so-called church, all right, within the nation of the so-called Israelis, man. It's just confusion, man. Most I ain't dealing with none of y'all, man. All right. In early 2016, a compromise solution was reached in the Israeli government, which said a permanent mixed gender area would be erected near the wall to replace an existing temporary one. It was embraced by the liberal part of the Israeli society, but met with condemnation from the most conservative. Pressured by ultra-Orthodox supporters of his allies in the government coalition, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu froze the implementation of the decision last summer, but stopped short of canceling it. All right. And this is another goofy Israeli, man. All right. During the discussion in the Knesset, Azula, who is the son of Israel's incumbent minister for religious services, David Azula, lashed out against the supporters of the mixed gender prayer area at the Western Wall, which is also called Kotel. It says they aren't Jews, but the funniest part of it is none of y'all are Jews. Y'all over there fighting for nothing, whether it be with the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, or whoever. Y'all not. Who is a damn Edomite to tell somebody they're not a Jew? You ain't a Jew. It says they aren't Jews, the MP said about the Reform and Conservative Jews campaigning for implementation of the compromise. Campaigning for implementation, the compromise. What do you care about antiquities, and the stones of the Kotel? Take the money you are investing in the country and build yourself a Western Wall in the U.S. Earlier on Tuesday, the Israeli parliament voted to appoint Netanyahu the head of the Commission on the Mixed Gender Prayer Area. He replaced Culture and Sports Minister Miri Regev, who stepped down last week, saying her conscience did not allow her to head the committee. In the past months, I have been torn, she wrote on Facebook. My conscience would not let me rest. I could not approve the Western Wall plan in a manner that would upset the status quo. The reform movements demand to turn the wall into a place where men and women pray together is unacceptable to me or to Jewish tradition. The minister, who is a member of Netanyahu's Likud party, earlier supported the compromise, voting for it in 2016 and previously giving statements in its favor. Critics accuse Regev of caving into ultra-Orthodox pressure. All right. So, I mean, the point is, none of y'all are Jews. All right. If you're not a Negro, Latino, Native, or Seminole Indian, you are not a Jew. You have to be an Israelite to be a Jew. All right. Really a so-called Negro. All right. The tribe of Judah. All right. So I hope that video was edifying. All right. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this word and sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.